this is how you solve a division problem by estimating and using compatible numbers. So we have the division problem of 829 divided by 19. And we have to try to find the quotient, but we're estimating the quotient. So if you saw this in a word problem, it would say about how much, or estimate how much. So what you want to do is you want to start off with the divisor and round the divisor to the nearest 10. So we're going to turn this in to 20. Then we're going to try and make sure that we take this dividend to something that's easily divisible by the divisor. So we're going to round to the nearest 100 here. Instead of 829, we can round it down to 800. And then we can very easily do the mental math of what 800 divided by 20 is. In our last unit, you learned that if there's a 0 on this side of the division sign and a 0 on this side of the division sign, we can cross them both off to make our math easier. So what we end up with is, what is 80 divided by 2? And then you can very quickly and easily in your head know that 80 divided by 2 is 40. So the answer to 829 divided by 19 will be about 40. Now another way to do it is not necessarily to round the dividend to the nearest 100, but to a compatible number. So remember, we start off rounding the divisor to the nearest 10, so 41 would turn into 40. And we have to think, what could we change 234 to so that we can easily divide it by 40? Another way to think of it is, what can we change 23 into so that we can divide it by 4? Well, if we start counting by 4s, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, I know that if I can get 234 to 240, then it will be evenly divisible by 40. So remember, just like we did over here, if there's a 0 on this side of the division sign and a 0 on this side, they cancel each other out. So then you end up with 24 divided by 4 is equal to, like we just figured, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. It's equal to 6. So that's how you can use rounding to estimate and compatible numbers to estimate your division.